mentioned it first. Just we'll just address the cut first, real quick, on the record.
Yeah, it was my son. On the record, it was my son. He's 2.5 years old, and I kind of did one of these to him the other day, and he got me. Like I said, Daddy, I made you bleed. He felt really bad. He apologized and kissed it, so we're good.
Good. If it wasn't a lineman, he would have done that too. So.
Nah, I would hope it would be a little worse than this.
So obviously, one practice down, but how did it feel to get back out there, kind of get in the groove again?
Yeah, it was good. It was really good. The guys did a good job. Energy was good on both sides of the ball. I mean, that's what you expect from day one. But a few new faces, but a lot of fun and good first practice.
Let's say with the role change, how was this practice maybe different than the other for you, or was
not a ton different. In all honesty, I mean, in spring ball we script everything so in advance, and we're not at any play periods or anything like that, so not much different. My biggest problem is I got the new knee, so I'm hobbling around a little bit.
With your group, obviously a couple injuries. How do you kind of attack the spring? Need to fill a couple spots too.
Yeah, well, we got, like I said, we got a really good young group that we liked last year that redshirted. We had Cole Bailey in really semester early. He was in high school last year, and then Will Adams, the new transfer from Auburn. So we do have some new faces out there. We got some guys that obviously got to get better. But this is the best time of the year for me with the line. We got good young talent. We got new guys, and it's a lot of fun. This is exactly what you want. I look forward to this, the competition, just watching these guys grow. Good times.
You probably don't want the injuries though. I mean, how does that affect how you're looking at things and how you're trying to piece together a five, knowing those two guys are out?
Yeah. I mean, I would say even if everybody was healthy, which I don't think we've ever had a spring ball where everybody was healthy. We'd still be mixing and matching like we do in fall camp. I know you guys are always on me all the time, like who's the five? But we don't have to do that right now. We're gonna look at more players and maybe not the best combination of guys, at least initially.
Now that
I don't know. Well, I don't know. We had 5 different combination of guys today, so it's a starting point for day one.
Now that Will Adams has been on campus for a little bit, what do you got to know about him, and how do you think he kind of will help this offensive line?
Well, you guys are all in the media, so you guys know Anchorman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, has he seen his hair? I mean, it's perfect, like Ron Burgundy. So Ron, or Will, no, he's been great. He's come in, fit in right away, been zero distractions, exactly what you wanted you wanted out of him. And then we'll see, down the road here, what actually he can bring to our offense in terms of playing O-line and where he kind of fits in. But too early to tell right now. But so far, all good.
With some of these guys out, and I mean, tackles. I mean, those are two of the guys that you're probably really going to lean on eventually this year.
Yeah.
What can you hope to get accomplished this spring?
Again, I was talking with someone the other day. It's more individuals. We're obviously looking at the whole group, but individually, you're trying to figure out, all right, what's this guy getting better at? What's this guy getting at? Maybe not necessarily, hey, what's the right 5 guys to put out there, because it's hard to tell. It's more just really looking at individuals and seeing, not judging it off day one, but judging it off of practice 15 when we're all said and done.
You lose an all-conference center like Marcus Henry. What are your options?
He was out there today too. It was like,
was he?
Yeah.
I didn't see him. Nice.
Boy. Yeah, he's out
okay.
there. Flip-flops though.
What are your options? At that position.
I like where we're at with center. I mean, at least right now, you got Mason Hampton, who's been a backup for 2 years. Andrew Tursick, who's been in the program for a while, and he can play that position. Garrett Larson, we really felt good with. He redshirted last year for us, but did some good things on scout team. And then Stephen Baggett and Travis Averill are both going to be ready to play that position as well. So I like where we're at center. It's just we gotta solidify it, and there's a lot that goes into it other than just getting the snap to the quarterback, the leadership. And so we'll see. It's going to be a work in progress, but I like our options. We got some good ones there.
Anything different with Coach Hill now and new leaders in offense?
No, he's been good. He's been. I think as an offensive staff, we feel like we've hit the ground running. Really, we got him caught up to speed, and or at least we feel like we have. I know the quarterbacks are excited to work with him because they did some really good things at Eastern Washington. He's had some really good players, and we're really excited to have him, and I think everybody's getting along real well.
When there's that co next to the title, does anything change? Are there a lot more meetings? Or
no, I don't think so at all. I don't see it being much different than we've ever really done it. I mean, I know from your guys' standpoint, you guys are like, oh, this, that. But even in the past, whoever the coordinator was, we all had our areas of responsibility that we did. I think now, I'm probably overseeing more things that I did before, but really not much different. And at the end of the day, Coach Harson's going to call the plays, and for me, that's like, however many years he was before we worked together. So it doesn't seem like anything new to me, to be totally honest with you.
Do you pay attention to anything differently? I mean, do you look at the quarterbacks? I mean, anything a little bit more?
No, I think, when you're the O-line coach, it all starts with those guys for you in your mind, because there's just so much to see on one play. It's like it's impossible to see it all. But no, I mean, I'd like to say that I've always been in tune to what the receivers were doing. I guess the whole offense. I mean, I've been the tight ends coach, and how important those. That I know how hard that position is to coach and what all that entails, and so. I don't necessarily know that it's going to be much different.
Reese missed a lot of games last year with that ankle injury, but in the process, you get some other guys going in there and playing. Probably would have liked to have had him last year playing. But I mean, how much does that help right now? The guys have gotten experience.
Sure. Yeah. No. I mean, the one thing is that Archie Lewis was the guy that played. Now he's out in the spring, for at least to start. But no, I mean, that's what we always prepare for. I mean, we talk in fall camp, like I said, you guys always want to know, who's the five? I mean, it's unrealistic. This is a violent game to play with. I mean, I wish we could play with the same five guys all the time, but we're preparing for, injuries, and we're preparing to slide guys over. And so anytime guys get game reps, like Archie Lewis and all that, that helps us down the road. Although, unfortunate that Reese went out, but you'd like to think that's going to pay off the next season or the next spring or whatever the next deal is.
So what has to happen for the rotation to get solidified? Sorry, the Cardinals starting rotation.
Well, I would refer that back to VJ, because that is a very important question. He's got a lot more knowledge of that than I do.
Is Adam Wainwright's arm actually bionic?
Well, I think it's a lot like my knee. I would certainly hope so. I mean, it's tougher than crap right now, and he can handle anything. I don't know. How are we doing? Are we winning? Okay, so more importantly, how are Yachty's knees going to be this season?
Okay, that's the
all
one.
we want him to catch.
You definitely can sympathize with that.
Yeah, I got a new one.